In our network environments that are scaling up, we're expecting more and more out of our network, and if it goes down, more and more people are complaining about it. We need to have the most accurate information possible about the health and well-being of our network. And so management protocols can help us to do that. So let's talk about some of the management protocols that we're going to use in conjunction with our wireless networks. Now, a classic one to be aware of is SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol. SNMP operates over port 161, in which a network management system will contact a device and pull from its MIB. It'll pull for it and say, tell me about this little nugget of information. How many clients do you currently have? Or what is your current what's your current SSIDs that you're hosting, whatever it might be. And so it's a predefined database that you can gather information from. Now, Prime Infrastructure can work as a network management station, or we can use third-party network management stations to gather this information. And in fact, port 162 can be used for traps, in which a device actually outbound says, hey, heads up, something just happened that I wanted you to know. Maybe a CPU utilization has reached a threshold, or some other performance standard that you want to relate to. Because again, there can be computational metrics based upon real-time values as well. You can see that the values are defined, these MIB values are defined with this hierarchical numeric system that relates to a very specific piece of information. There's different flavors of SNMP, and the current wireless LAN controllers support all three versions. That's version 1, unencrypted and really basic to work with. You can only grab one piece of information at a time. Version 2, which allows you to bulk load information over an entire portion of the hierarchy, and it allows for 64-bit values. And version 3, which gives all of that plus encryption, so we can actually make this secure. Because version 1 and version 2 are notoriously insecure. So much that I avoided SNMP for many years because of my concerns about security, but have now moved to bring that back into the fold as one of the tools that I can use inside my network. So thinking about the different protocols we're using here, all right? So I would have, for example, a management station, which is now browser-based, accessing my Prime infrastructure as a network management system. That's what's actually gathering the information fed to it by SNMP because of the polling and the traps that are set on the wireless LAN controller. Now that wireless LAN controller, we know it's using Radius to contact ISE, that's the AAA services over there. Of course, we got CAPWAP as a protocol operating between our access points and the wireless LAN controller. Then there's this guy, Network Management Service Protocol over SSL. So this is a secure way that we can actually communicate the RSSI values of our various different clients that are connected to our access points, to our WLC. And the mobility services engine then can locate where those are based upon the proximity. It says, oh, okay, well, these access points are located here, here, and here based upon how they detect each other and relate to each other. And therefore, I can now have a corresponding understanding of what's going on. That information then can be fed into other analysis by third-party services, or can also be fed into Prime infrastructure as a way to centrally manage and relate to all this data. So this is kind of this is getting the big picture and seeing how there are protocols that are enabling us to get more information without having to go locally look at every access point, locally look at every client on that access point, even locally look at the wireless LAN controllers. This information can be exported out, centrally viewed in a dashboard style interface, and I can learn a lot of information in a short amount of time because of the management protocols that we're running.